Mindful life practice.
You need to have something to open through your hips, like a yoga strap or a shirt, or like just something you can wrap around your foot. Not open through your hip, open through your hamstring is what I meant. We are going to find our way down onto our mat. Oh, and I'm going to use yoga blocks at one point. If you have blocks, great. If you don't, no problem. You can do it without. But just an option. So come onto your mat and lay your back body down. Rest your feet together. Let your knees open wide. And then just choose what you want to do with your hands. I sometimes like in this pose to have them resting on my navel. And with the palms resting on the navel, I'll lie this way so I'm closer to the mic. With the palms resting on the navel, you can just kind of anchor into the present moment. Anchor into the breath. Anchor into this moment. And anchor into your body. And then as you start to deepen your breath, let it ripple like a wave through the torso. And then empty and release. Inhaling, filling all the nooks and crannies of the torso of the body. And then exhaling to empty. One more breath in. And then one more breath out. And as you're connecting to the present moment, connect to your intention. What brought you here? Why are you on your mat? And it might be that you just want an hour of your day to connect. It might be to strengthen, it might be to try something new, to test your boundaries, your limitations. Whatever that intention is, just sit with it for a breath in and a breath out. And then take your palms onto your thighs. You're going to draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a hug, wrapping the arms around the shins, rocking back and forth. You're massaging through the spine. And then come all the way through center. You're going to take your strap and then hook it around your right foot and lengthen your left leg long. Princess is being very attention-seeking tonight. Oh my God, last night when I was in the middle of singing, this cat just like knocked over the microphone in the middle of the class. Go away, Princess. I don't know why she likes to like rub up against the mic. You can hear her purring. Anyway, in this pose, I want you to just be kind of gentle. It's the first one of the practice. You don't need like an uber deep stretch. And then using that strap around the right foot, we're going to extend the leg over to the right. So we are working towards the peak yoga pose of Grasshopper. And we are going to be working on opening through the hamstrings, the IT band, the hips, building some core strength, some arm strength. Then take one more breath. And then take the leg all the way over and then bring it over to the left. By the way, while we're talking about these arm balances, if you love arm balances, my yoga student, Sarah, she taught this amazing Vinyasa class yesterday. We're gonna call it Power Vinyasa next week because that's what it really was. And we worked on the peak pose of flying pigeon. So anyway, if you love classes like this, I highly recommend Sarah's next week. Let's take the right leg all the way back up and then we're gonna switch it over. So strap is in the left foot, lengthen the right leg long. Keep this extension. Remember to have a little bit of a micro bend. Just feel how your hamstring is doing. And then open your left leg over to the left. So you're stretching into the inner leg, the inner thigh. And then take the left leg back through center and then bring it across over to the right. So switch it into the strap with the right hand, open the left arm, stay for 3, and then 2, and on 1. You're gonna come all the way back through center. And now I want you to cross your right thigh on top of your left. We're coming into eagle legs. And we're gonna come also into eagle arms. So left arm underneath the right. I'm already stealing a move from Sarah. I want you to curl your body up and you're going to tap the elbow to knee. And then expand. And then let's keep doing like this, these core crunches with our eagle. 2. We're gonna go all the way to 8. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. One more. 8. And then unwind. You're going to tap the mat, shift your hips to the right, and then drop your knees over to the left. So we're coming into twisted root with the legs, gaze the opposite way. And then come all the way back in through center, unwind, and then tap the opposite way. So left leg crosses, weave the legs together. This time it's going to be right arm underneath the left, and then we'll peel up with our crunches. 1, and then release it, going all the way up to 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8, and then open, toe tap, hips shift to the left, and then knees drop over to the right, twisted root. Take one more breath. And then come all the way back through center. Let's unwind the legs and then just windshield wiper them from side to side. And then you're gonna make your way up and over, bringing yourself into a tabletop. Plant through your palms, get really firm, press through the knuckles. On your breath in, you're gonna tilt at the pelvis and then lift your chin. This is your cow. And then exhale, curl and tuck the chin, find your cat. Move with this rhythm with your own breath. It's like an ocean wave. Taking 4. 3, 2, and then 1. And then come all the way neutral into your table. Tuck your knees, lift them 2 or 3 inches off the mat. Hovering here, pushing the ground away. You're like in this floating table. We're gonna hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, keep your knees hovering. Just start shifting your hips back in space, okay? Now you're like floating here in almost this takeoff pose. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then on 1, lengthen, lift up and back, bring yourself into your first down dog. Keep your left toes where they are, take your right leg up, and then just take some circles with the knee, getting into the hip, maybe a bit of like crickle crackling. Lengthen it all the way out. Draw your right knee in, find yourself in a core plank. Holding here, let's take 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, step your right foot back, and then float through your first vinyasa. Coming all the way back into a down dog. Opposite side, left leg lifts. Do your little circles, crickle, crackle, getting into the hip. Lengthen your leg all the way out behind you. Curl your knee in, stay here, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, step your foot back, find your plank, and then float through vinyasa. Coming all the way back to your down dog. Bend through the knees, gaze forward, and then hop or step the feet up to meet the hands. Find yourself in a forward fold. I'm gonna make sure I have my phone on silent because I see some messages coming through. I don't need that distraction. If your phone is still on, turn it off. Take a breath in, half lift. Take an exhale, fold, and then bend through the knees, sit back into your chair. So for me, when I'm doing yoga in a studio, I'm like super good about that whole turn off your phone thing. I think because there's like social pressure. And then there's something about when I'm doing yoga at home that I'm like less committed to it. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I will sometimes be looking at my texts. And so I really have to make a conscious effort to separate that phone and put it away. And if that's something too you're working on, just try it out, see how it goes. Hold your chair for 1 more breath. And then press through your feet, lift all the way up to stand. Take your palms into your heart center. Connect to your heartbeat and take deep breaths. And then we're gonna take our warm-up flow. Inhale, palms up towards the sky. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale your weight down, plant the palms, step your feet back, take a vinyasa. Come all the way up to your down dog, take your right leg up towards the sky. Draw your right knee in, step your right foot between the palms, inhale up, crescent lunge. Exhale, come forward, step back, vinyasa flow. Oh my God, this cat. To put her in the bedroom or something. Come up to your down dog. Take your left leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Draw the left knee in, step the foot between the palms. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, fold. Step back, vinyasa. I'm just gonna go straight to down dog. While you're doing that, I'm gonna move this cat. And hopefully she does not come back. Okay. Right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Let's do it again. Draw the right knee in, step forward, inhale up to crescent. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, vinyasa. Down dog, left leg lifts, inhale. Draw your left knee in, step forward, breathe up to your crescent, and then exhale it back down, step back, vinyasa, or go straight to down dog. Okay, this time we're gonna take our move from Jill. Take your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Bend through your left knee, take your gaze forward. You are going to get a little bounce going, and then you're gonna hop your left foot. Okay, I think I really have to put her in the bedroom. You need to go away. Go. I just can't teach a power flow like this. Okay, left leg lifts. You're gonna bounce and hop the left foot forward, inhale up into a crescent, and then exhale it down, step the foot, vinyasa. One more time, right leg lifts, bend through the left knee, hop the left foot, lift up, and then exhale, lower, vinyasa. So if you can't do that hop, just do it the normal way, okay? You can do the hop, let's do it again. Right leg lifts, gaze forward, bend through the left knee, get your bounce, hop, inhale up. Exhale, lower, vinyasa. One more. Left leg lifts, bend through the right knee, hop, up to your crescent, and then exhale, lower, and then this time linger in your plank. All right, if you need to land the knees, that's okay. Take 3 deep breaths. 2. On 3, I want you to land your left elbow, come across to a side plank on your forearm with your right arm lifted, okay? Let's take 4 arm sweeps in and then breathe it up. 3, 2, and then 1. Okay, lower your arm, lay it across the body, and then roll up the other way. Sweeping the arm under. Do you guys know that song? You know? The cat came back the very next day. Take one more, or was that just a Canadian song? The cat came back. Let's lower down. Come onto your elbows now. Both arms go forward. Forearm plank. Breathe in here. Navel draws in. Feeling the strong core. 4, 3, 2. And then on 1, I want you to soften your hips. Untuck your toes. Gaze forward. Taking deep breaths into your chest. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then tuck your toes back up to your forearm plank. Plant your right palm, plant your left palm, and then come up to your down dog. Okay, let's inhale the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Bend through your right knee, stack the hips, flip your dog. Right toes land, right arm lifts up, wild thing. Come all the way back into neutral. Take your right knee into your chest and just stay here for 3, for 2, and then on 1, let's roll into a side plank. Taking the right arm up towards the sky. Maybe you keep the leg lifted if you can. You can always keep it grounded. And then come all the way back through center, and let's side plank the opposite way. Maybe lift that foot if you can. 3, 2, and then 1. Come all the way back, and it's our right foot that we're drawing in and we're stepping forward, yeah? Come all the way up into a crescent lunge. Land onto your left heel, bring your body into a warrior 2. Take an inhale, reverse your warrior. Take an exhale, come up to your warrior 2. Land into your extended side angle. Right elbow grounds, left arm lifts up to the front of the room. Come all the way back, lengthen through your right leg. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, hinge forward. Find yourself landing in your triangle, expanding through your left side body. And then start to trust weight onto your right foot and onto your right fingertips as you lift up into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Let's take an inhale and take an exhale. And then you're gonna fold the left palm forward And see if you can walk your palms back towards your right foot as you lift your left leg up, up, up towards the sky, standing splits. Okay, stay here for 3, for 2, and then for 1, bend through your left knee, take it all the way up into your chest as you come into stand with your palms and heart center, and then lengthen your left leg out in front of you. There's this tendency to lean back. I want you to see if you can draw your body to upright, and then keep lifting the leg. Stay for an inhale, stay for an exhale, and then take the knee in again, tilt all the way back, come into your crescent lunge. Okay, let's inhale the elbows up. Let's exhale into a twist. Let's elbow right thigh. And then stay here for 3, for 2, and then on 1, step your left foot forward, find yourself into a twisted chair. And let's just hold our twisted chair for 3 breaths. For 2, and then for 1, come all the way back through center, stay for 3, chair 2, and then 1, and just release your body forward, forward fold. Grip your palms, your peace fingers around your big toes, take an inhale, lengthen your heart, and then as you exhale, bend your elbows, and then hinge your body forward and dangle your head, and take some deep breaths. One more inhale, one more exhale. We're gonna take the flow on the opposite side. Okay, so inhale, lift up. See if I remember it all. Exhale, fold. Step or hop your feet back. And then move through your vinyasa, coming all the way back to your down dog. And then we flow through the opposite side. So take your left leg up, bend through your left knee, stack the hips, maybe flipping your dog, landing your toes, lifting your heart, left arm reaches overhead, and then come all the way back through center, and then take your knee into the chest, stay there for 3, for 2, on 1, first we side plank towards the left, lifting the leg up. It's okay if you go either way, it really doesn't matter. We're gonna side plank on both sides. Land your left palm, and then side plank the other way. Yeah, it doesn't matter what side plank you do first or second. I just want you to end up with your left foot forward, okay? That's the only thing you have to do. Land onto your right heel, and then come all the way up into your warrior 2. Wow, I'm already sweating. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, come forward into your extended side angle. I'm just gonna leave you here. I'm gonna go out and get some Starbucks. I'm just kidding, I'm gonna turn on the air conditioning. I don't think it's on. And it's like 30 degrees in Abu Dhabi today. Okay, come all the way back up. Lengthen through your left leg, walk your foot in, hinge forward. Left arm alongside left leg, right arm lifts. I think I've used that Starbucks joke like 3 times. For the people that do yoga with me every single day, you've heard it before. Step forward. But like Starbucks is the only place I go right now. So I don't know, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I guess that's the other option. I want you to hinge forward now, square off your hips. Walk your feet back, standing splits, lift your leg. Lift it higher, higher, higher. 3, 2, and then 1, tilt up to stand. Take your knee with you, hands on the hips, and extend your leg out in front of you. And you're gonna wanna lean back, and I want you to come forward, okay? Lift up, lengthen through your spine. 3, 2, and then 1, tilt back, take the leg with you, step all the way back to your crescent. Take your palms into your heart center. You're gonna inhale, lift your elbows, exhale, twist, right elbow, left knee. And then step the right foot forward, find yourself in this twisted chair. Give me 3, 2, and then 1, come all the way back through center, hinge forward, take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and this time I want you to send your palms face up underneath the soles of your feet. So your toes are landing on your wrists. And please be super mindful, like this is a level 2 class, so I'm just assuming that all of you guys have a skillful intuition about your body and you're only doing what feels accessible. Please, please, please. It is not worth an injury just to try and do this pose, yeah? Put you out of yoga for a week. Let's release, maybe even more than a week. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your palms. You're gonna step your feet back into plank. And now you choose with your knees lifted or with the knees lowered. We're gonna take some tricep push-ups. I'm gonna start with the knees lifted and then see how I go. Do you guys remember, like when we started this, I could not do a tricep push-up with my knees lifted. And this is what I think 30 days of this virtual studio has done for me. Let's take 3 more. I'm sure my 30-day challengers have experienced something like this. 2 more. And then 1 more. Come all the way back. Just land your knees and sit your hips back onto your heels and rest your forehead. Let's come all the way back through a table. Tuck your toes and then bend your knees and hop your feet wider than your hands and bring yourself into a little squat. All right, so you know the drill. You can stay in this squat and just open your hips. That's cool. And if you're working on your crow, your bakasana, you're going to lift your bottom up, anchor your palms, wiggle your feet in, create that same tricep that we did in the chaturanga, right? Bent elbows. Land your knees. I like to do it near my armpits. Shift your way forward, lift your tippy toes. Gaze forward. Stay hovering here for 5, for 4, for 3, lift your toes, 2, and then 1, coming all the way back up to a forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and then exhale, vinyasa, back to your down dog. All right. From your down dog, take your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. We're gonna move through that same flow again with some variations. So bend through the knees, stack the hips, maybe flip your dog, open your heart, and then come all the way through the center, knee into the chest. Stay for 3, 2, and then this time we're gonna do the usual rock star. So take your right leg out, land on the outer edge of the right foot, take your left arm up towards the sky, and then come all the way back. Take your right knee over. You're going to hook your fingertips around your right big toe maybe, and extend your leg towards the sky maybe, and then step your right foot forward. Okay, inhale up, exhale open, inhale reverse your warrior, and then exhale land the right elbow, extended side angle. All right, so I think most of you guys know the options. You can stay, you can take your right arm down, you can wrap around, finding this bind, and then maybe you start hopping the left foot forward, you anchor through the left foot as you bring your balance up into your bird of paradise, maybe extending the leg. Oh my God, I'm gonna fall. 3, 2, and then 1, land your right foot, step your left foot all the way back, unwind. Okay, let's come all the way forward. Oh, it's half moon. Oh my God, lengthen through the leg. I could not remember what pose I just did. You're gonna hinge forward, find your triangle. All right, I know what I'm doing now. Shift weight onto your right foot, shift weight onto your right palm, lift your left leg up. And then you might wanna come into sugar cane, which I learned from Sarah yesterday is called Chapasana. Chapasana, that's the Sanskrit name for this pose. Now lengthen through the leg, land the left palm, walk your hands back as you lift the left leg higher, higher, higher. 3, 2, and then 1, tilt all the way up to stand, take your left leg, lift it forward. Now, You are going to either take your knee into your chest or hook your pinky, or sorry, your peace fingers around your big toe and lengthen out, just like we did on our back with the yoga strap. Okay, so finding your balance here for 3, for 2, and then on 1, open your left leg to the left. So if you have your left knee bent, that's okay. You're working on the muscle memory. One day when you get the hamstring flexibility, you might be able to do this. You might look like me falling all over, and that's okay. Yoga is not about the poses. Come all the way back. Take your right palm, hook it around the outside of the left foot, and extend your left arm back behind you. Oh my God. Stabilizing with the wall. 3, 2, and then 1. Just take the left knee back in, hands on your hips, and then come all the way back. All right, okay, so we are gonna take our palms into heart center again. Lift at the elbows, hinge forward. Okay, so maybe you stay here in this twisted crescent. Maybe you open the arms, and then maybe you take the bind on this side. Okay, so there is a version of Bird of Paradise. It's called Twisted Bird of Paradise. I kind of like it more than the original Bird of Paradise, and we're gonna try it. So step your left foot forward, lift up. Oh my God, fall, fall, fall. And then extend your right leg in front of you. And in this pose, you're meant to gaze over the right shoulder. Take 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale, and then step your right foot back. I am watching Princess right now. Step your left foot back all the way back into this twist. She is like messing around with my guitar. Unwind, come back to this prayer. So funny because I've been wondering lately, I'm like, every time I pick up my guitar, I'm like, why is this out of tune? It was never used to be this way. Now I have the answer. It's this cat. Step your left foot forward. Okay, so you are in your twisted chair now. You can stay, or you can lift your heels, land your palms, and then come into your side crow. Come all the way back to center, and then just bring your body into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Either just go straight to your down dog or vinyasa. And then we will take the opposite side. Okay. Left leg lifts. Bend through your left knee, stack the hips. The cat came back the very next day. If you want to flip your dog, go ahead. And then slowly unwind, knee into the chest. Extend your left leg out, find your rock star. Come all the way back through center. Take your leg around, hook your fingertips around your big toe maybe as you extend the leg up towards the sky. 3, 2, and then 1. Step your left foot between the palms. Inhale all the way up, and then open into a warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. And then the beauty in this is that you get to choose, right? You can stop here. You can stop there. You can come all the way into your bind. You can come all the way into your Bird of Paradise. And I think a sign of a mature practice is even if you know you're capable of this pose, but today doesn't feel like a day when you can do it, I think a sign of a mature practice is holding yourself back. If you don't feel like today it's accessible in your body. So we all have those days. Step your left foot all the way back. And then we're gonna come back up to stand. Lengthen through your right leg. So sorry, you guys. I don't think I can put this on the paid website. Extend your left arm up towards the sky. And then start to shift your weight forward. coming into this Ardha Chandrasana. And then maybe you kick the left heel in towards the bottom. Wait, did we do this side already? Your left foot should be forward. You should be in a half moon on this side. Okay, you know what? Are you chewing on that? No, yours. No. Okay, so your left. You need to be in your half moon on your left foot. I hope you guys were there. You're gonna kick your right heel in towards your bottom. And then release your right foot. And then take your palms down. And then start walking your palms back, coming into this standing splits. Okay, come up to stand. Take your right knee with you. There we go. Hook your fingertips around your right big toe. Lengthen your right leg out in front of you. Now start opening the right leg over to the side. Coming all the way back through center. Hook your left foot around. Extend your right leg out. You can be holding onto the knee if you need to. And then let's just release that. Hands on the hips. Tilt all the way back. Step your left foot back. Right foot back. Inhale the arms up. Oh my God, I'm having one of those days. Take your palms into your heart center. Lift your elbows. And then twist your right elbow onto your left knee. Okay, so you can stay. You can extend the arms. Maybe you can go for the bind. And then maybe you step forward into this revolved bird of paradise. And then land through the left foot. Unwind, step your right foot all the way back. One more thing, we got this. Take your palms up, hands at heart center, lift at the elbows, twist. And then step your right foot all the way to meet the left, and maybe you stay in your twisted chair. And then maybe you lower, land the palms, and then shift into your revolved Bakasana, your crow. And then come all the way back. And now you're just gonna come into a little bit of a squat and open up through your hips. All right, we're gonna take Lalasana, which I think we've done for the past few classes. So you guys are familiar with it. I use my blocks for this. I find that it's too hard for me to lift up without blocks. You might be able to do it without blocks at home if you don't have them. So you're gonna come onto your mat. And I always come into my lotus legs for this because it's easier to lift up. So if you do have your lotus, you can take your right heel in and then your left heel in, or you can just be crisscross, all right? Now, I take my palms onto the blocks and I zip everything up and I lift. You're really pushing the ground away. Your navel is drawing in. And I have to tell you, when I used to go to yoga classes and I would see yoga teachers do this, I would be like, I'm never gonna be able to do that. And this is like 10 years of consistent practice, yeah? So if you're looking, being like, I could never do that, and casually hold a conversation while I do it, trust me, if you keep coming back, you will get there. One more breath. And then lower down. Just take those blocks away to the side, open up the legs. And then let's take an inhale, lengthening through the spine. And then exhale, just take your body forward. All right, so we are heading into our peak pose. When we did this on Saturday, I know I got the feedback from some of you that, I'm gonna move this down by the way now that the cat's gone. Some of the guys said that their hips weren't flexible enough. I did do a bit of research into like alternative ways to get into this pose. It seems like the only way is the way that I taught you on Saturday. So just have a go at it. Again, we'll like keep coming back to these couple of poses. So if you can't do it today, we'll just keep practicing, all right? So come all the way up. Same hip opening we did last week, okay? So lift your right leg, arms underneath the leg, little rocky, rocky. And then maybe you're able to wrap the elbows around the foot and the knee, and then rock, rock, rock. And we're gonna take both sides of this at once. So let's just release that leg and then take the opposite. I didn't put any standing pigeons into this sequence. That's okay. Hook the leg around and then do your little rock, rock, rock. We did a lot of twists, twisted chairs, so we're good. All right, release that foot. Come all the way up to stand now. So you are going to lift your right leg, cross your right ankle over the left thigh, bend through the left knee, sit back, and then take your palms into your heart center. All right, so this might be the one place to be, just opening up through your hip crease and finding your balance. You might be able to take it into a twist. So taking your right elbow onto your right sole of foot. Okay, you might be able to lift your heel, land both palms, find that same setup as you did in your twisted crow. So left elbow underneath your hip, right elbow underneath your sole of foot, and then maybe you can lift the leg. Oh my God, I can't do it today. Hand on elbow, elbow on bottom, lift up. Oh, there we go. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. There are some people that can do like super fancy hop backs. I'm not one of them. Maybe MJ can. He does a lot of Ashtanga. All right. So, other side. Let's do it. Come up into your stand. Left ankle on top of right thigh. Bend through the right knee, step back, find your balance. Oh, sorry, sit back. Palms at heart center. And then take it into a little bit of a twist. Lower, lower, lower. Land your elbow, or say, land your palms, anchor your elbows. And then maybe you're able to lift off and extend through the legs. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Coming all the way back up. And then let's just drop into a forward fold. Okay, so grip your palms, rock side to side, release the head, release, forward. And then release your grip. Take an inhale to halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold. And if you want to take one more vinyasa, go ahead. I'm just going to step straight back to a down dog. And then let's come into a back bend. So we're going to just hop forward, come all the way down onto the mat. And then I'm going to give you a choice. You can either come up into your bridge, or you can come into your full wheel, planting the palms, lifting your hips up. I'm assuming you guys know how to get into your bridge. You're all power 2 people. And then just slowly lower all the way down. You can windshield wipe the knees from side to side. And then we're gonna take it into a seated twist today, okay? So you're gonna come all the way up. Extend your left leg in front of you. Take your right foot, you're gonna step it across towards the left. And then maybe you're just here, either gripping your left arm around the right thigh, or landing the left elbow like a flag, gazing over the right shoulder. So this is one option. Option two, you're gonna kick your left heel towards your bottom and still go like this. Okay, option three, I'm gonna move a little bit closer so you can see how I do this. I'm going to flip my left palm, weave it through that space between my legs, and then wrap my right arm around the body and find a bind, gazing over the shoulder. Thank you guys for being so, well, I assume you're being patient with the fact that my cat was really disruptive today. She's been pretty good lately, but it's especially a problem when I'm trying to teach her power flow because I'm moving pretty quickly and I don't want to hurt her. But I think she brings a little bit of entertainment. Come all the way back. And then let's take the opposite way, okay? So your right leg extends, left foot crosses. And then maybe you just wrap, maybe you do this, maybe you kick that heel. See this little space between my legs? I'm gonna twist this way, and then maybe thread the right arm through, find the bind and gaze over the shoulder. So we do a lot of binds in advanced yoga, and the purpose of binds is to connect different body parts, and that connection makes you turn a little deeper into the twist or whatever you're trying to achieve. It's like a different way to move the body. Come all the way back. Uncross, land your feet, windshield wipe side to side. And so we're preparing for our Shavasana or our meditation right now. If there's any last poses that you want to do, like maybe butterfly or like a gentle, shoulder stand or whatever, you know your body and you know what would feel good. And then start to set yourself up for a final Shavasana or a final meditation in whatever shape that's going to take for you this afternoon or this morning or, whatever time zone you're in. I want to share with you, it's a favorite, sounds so ridiculous to say, it's a favorite Instagram caption that one of my yoga teachers wrote. Said, there's a lesson in everything. There's something to learn from each situation. And the more difficult and uncomfortable that it is, the more that you have to learn. And yoga teaches us the valuable skill of what to do in these moments of difficulty. So the hardest part of a pose might be lifting up. The foot wants to slide off the elbow. The weight on the arms feels unbearable, or the collarbones caving in. And what you need is the perfect mix of effort, where effort is needed, patience to wait for the body to open, strength to stay the course through thousands of tries, faith to believe that one day you'll do it. Take this formula off your yoga mat and into your life. And you'll not only see success, you'll have a peace that sits so deeply in your heart that nothing else will matter. Ishkavamapulela, 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 Ishkavamapulela. Ishkavamapulela, 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 Ishkavamapulela. If you're down in your Shavasana, just give your fingers and your toes a little wiggle. If you're in seated, you can stay. Just take a nice long stretch through the body. And then when you're ready, making your way up to a seated position. Have your spine lengthening straight up like the stem of a flower, supporting your skull, your head. And then take your palms into the center of the body, connecting the thumbs to the heartbeat. Soften the shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And then a deep breath out. So we're going to finish our practice together with an Om sound. And if you would like to join, we will inhale, exhale, and then inhale through to make an Om. Okay, so taking a breath in. And then a breath out. And a breath in. We close with an intention. An ancient intention, but perhaps the original intention. It's been passed from heart to heart through thousands of years. It's that our yoga practice remains steady and that our effort remains continuous. And that our yoga practice serves and benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May they all be happy. May they all be healthy. And may the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. Om Shanti 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 Peace. Namaste.
The Mindful Life Practice.